All right, y'all. Never did I ever think that I would be dropping 2 rant videos in a week's time span. But Tamashii Nations brought this on themselves, man. They brought this on themselves, yo. This was absolutely ridiculous, man. And in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about Tamashii Nations T-Week. Basically, a week's span. I think it's a few more days than a week. I think it's like 9 days or something like that, where basically what they were going to do is open a pre-order window for a lot of exclusives that people have missed out on, spanning from different lines like the Dragon Ball line, the One Piece line. We got some Naruto figures. I saw a bunch of Gundam stuff, figures that you just weren't expecting to be put back up. Now, obviously, people were really going to be looking for the Dragon Ball figures, and that's what I'm going to spend my time in this video talking about. The Dragon Ball exclusives that people wanted to get their hands on, but they weren't able to do so for this reason or that reason. And really, it's only one specific reason, and we're about to get into it. So one thing that got a lot of people excited was not only the fact that they were finally going to get the chance to pick up some of the exclusives that they missed out on from the Dragon Ball line, but at the same time, they were going to be shipping immediately. Other than the ones that were going up for pre-order, like the 40th anniversary SH Figuarts Cooler. But that still left a lot of figures for people to be able to get their hands on immediately, such as the Toyotaro Goku, the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then, of course, what seems like the most wanted figure, the SH Figuarts Beast Gohan. Now, just like many of you guys, these are really the figures that I wanted to get my hands on because I had to sell a lot of my Dragon Ball figures years and years ago. I always joked that I just never kept them in my collection because I enjoyed other stuff more. But to be honest, it was for financial issues, man. I had a lot going on, and so I had to sell a lot of my figures. So this was something I looked at as an opportunity to finally help me get some of them back, which I've slowly been doing. But it ended up being an epic fail because, in case you guys don't know, the reason I'm making this video in the first place was that these 3 figures went up for pre-order at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I'm talking by 8:01 were completely sold out. And the pre-orders or orders, since they weren't pre-orders, because they apparently were supposed to be shipping immediately, they have not opened back up at all. Like, at all. There is no opportunity to get your hands on these if you didn't order within the 0.0001 second that they were up for pre-order. Now, if you're someone who's ever tried to order Dragon Ball exclusives from Premium Bandai before this day, then you already know that this is an issue we dealt with in the past, which is one I thought that in recent years has been fixed, but apparently not. And in this case, I can say that it kind of makes sense because of the fact that they were releasing so many different items that people have missed out on. But at the same time, you would think that being we've had this issue before, Tamashii Nations would have been fully prepared for something like this to happen. But sadly, they weren't at all, man. And they put out this ridiculous statement that doesn't really specify anything. I looked at this, I read it, and it almost felt like a slap in the face. Basically, they're telling us that, hey, we're going to try to do something, but it's not guaranteed that anything is going to be done. I feel like they should definitely do something about this, bro. For the people that are in their Instagram comments, probably flooding their DMs, like, clearly we're loyal buyers, and the fact that this was all they could give us is absolutely insane. Now, when it comes to something like this happening, I don't really know the process behind them being able to reissue figures. I would imagine they need to get something like that approved or reapproved, which is completely understandable because all of that goes into licensing and things like that, so I get it. But after a catastrophe like this, I truly feel like Tamashii Nations owes all of their buyers some way to get their hands on these figures. And what I would think would be the best way to do that would be to put all of these figures that people missed out on up for pre-order once again. And yes, I did say pre-order. I meant to say it this time. Put them up for pre-order and release them when you can. I feel like even if they come out in September, October, November, December, January through March, at least people will be able to get their hands on them, unlike this event where they sold out instantly and the only thing we got was a sorry, we really can't do anything about it, which to me is just, I'm so flabbergasted by this, you guys. Like, this is such a tragic L for Tamashii Nations, and this is not how you start your year off, yo. They hyped up this event so highly in order for them to crash and burn like this, and people are pissed, and they should be. So one funny thing I did hear about this Tamashii Nations T-Week is that this was a scam from Tamashii Nations. Now, I'm going to break down what people said this scam was. I'm not really going to say whether I believe it was or not, because at the end of the day, no matter what, this is a company that wants money just like any other company. But a lot of people were saying that they knew these figures weren't going to be in stock for a lot of people to buy. What they did was they hyped it up for us to get excited and then go check the website to see what else we could get our hands on after missing out on the figures like Beast Gohan, Toyotaro Goku, and the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. They were saying that they thought this was a way for people to push some of the Dragon Ball Daima figures. As you can see, if you look on the website, they threw in some stands with Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo because I guess they weren't selling that well. They also got pretty much all of the Naruto stuff up there. They've got a ton of One Piece stuff up there, some Don, all of this other stuff still in stock. But the crazy thing about it is a lot of this other stuff that is in stock was relatively new. So they still had quantity versus the Dragon Ball figures that people wanted. People are thinking those things were a lost cause. It wasn't meant to happen in the first place. So what I did was I decided I wanted to do some research. I put up a post on Instagram a little later than I should have. I wanted to see how many people said that they were able to pre-order or get their hands on any of these items. And what was crazy was I scrolled through my comments and I think I only had one person say they were able to get their hands on the Toyotaro Goku. And shout out to him, man. I'm super glad he was able to get it. But out of all these people that commented on my post, you mean to tell me no one was able to pre-order any of the three figures that we've been talking about? It really is looking bad, Tamashii Nations. I'm not going to call it a scam, but it's looking like it, man. It's looking like it. Now, what really grinds my gears out of this whole situation in the first place is that the figures that are still up for pre-order are the ones that people either already gotten their hands on or they just absolutely don't want, such as the event exclusive Trunks or Jiren. I know a lot of people hated the colors on those. Then you've got the tired body Super Saiyan 2 Goku, which I'm going to spend a little time on that because let's keep it a buck, man. By now, the body mold is old, bro. We need a 3.0 Goku. And at this point, people are going to hate me for saying this, but it is what it is. If you're going to spend $100 on a Super Saiyan 2 Goku, in my opinion, you might as well just get the demoniacal fit Majin Buster. It's actually better than Tamashii Nation's version for several reasons. Now, the first one that I list is going to be a personal preference, but it doesn't have the metallic color is hair. It is a matte finish, so it's going to look good with the rest of your Dragon Ball figures. It doesn't have the elongated neck that the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 2 Goku had. It still comes with all the same accessories, but the only difference is not only can you get a Super Saiyan 2 look, but they give you an extra set of bangs to get the Super Saiyan 1 look. And it's cheaper. It's like $60 if you get it on eBay, and that's gonna save you $40, yo. You're saving money with the demoniacal fit that comes with more accessories and gives you more value. Now, whether you agree with me on that or not, that's you, but at the end of the day, there's nothing here that I'm lying about. It's an absolute fact that demoniacal fit released what Tamashii Nations released with more accessories, and it came out better. So all in all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. This Tamashii Nations T-Week little whatever this is has just been an absolute tragedy. This is one of the biggest L's I've seen Tamashii Nations take in a long time. I just did a video on them explaining how bad it was that they released that Akaza for 60 to 80 bucks with no accessories, and then they do this T-Week getting everyone excited, and we just get let down because the figures that we really want were unable to get. I just noticed that they took down the Beast Gohan, they took down the Vegeta, they took down the Toyotaro Goku, they even took down King Cold. Like, if you search them on the website, you can't find them. So that just goes to show, man, they either knew they were making a big mistake with this, and so taking them down was a cop-out, or maybe they just got tired of the comments, or honestly, maybe this whole thing really was just a crazy scam to see what they could get people to buy. I don't know. Again, I'm not going to say whether I feel like it was or wasn't, but it definitely looks like it, and I can see why people would feel that way. But this was bad, Tamashii. Like, this was bad. This T-Week thing does not need to be done again. But I talked way longer in this video than I was expecting to. Now I want to know you guys' thoughts and feelings on this. How do you feel? Did you get what you wanted? If so, I'm happy for you. But are you someone like me who got excited for something that you were just unable to get? And yeah, how do you feel about T-Week? How do you feel about Tamashii Nations in general right now? How are you guys feeling, man? Feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And by now, you guys know how the videos work. Drop a like for your boy, as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.